Hello, my name is Scott for sbgaming, and we are back into Test Drive Unlimited 2. If my voice sounds a little off, it's just been not because I've been sick, as I've explained in a couple of the other videos I have, and I won't get into it now because it'd just be the third time I've repeated the same thing, and that's not important to this video. Anyway, where we last left off, we had actually just finished the last challenge for the C4 high, and we got our reward money, and so I had just jumped out from there. I didn't actually let the victory scene play out, and we didn't see Miami's reaction to our victory, and that would have been nice to have basked in the glory of the victory, because we beat Miami at her own championship. Now we jump back in the game and just sets you back on the street. So what are we going to do now? Well, we did win the C4 and C4 high. We did win the B4. We can go on to the B4 high, and we can jump out to the map. And right now we are looking at spots for vehicles. So we do have also the A6. And where is it? Yeah, it's right down here. The A7, we can jump into them if we want. The A7 is worth $75,000. There are 6 challenges. The A6 is worth $80,000, and there are 6 challenges as well. And yeah, we won those 2. And there is the B4 high. So we could drive all the way over there, kick their butts with our sweet ass Land Rover. Although, as I discovered, I realized during editing that the Land Rover is actually not as good as I thought it was. For some reason, the car list I had was actually rated the Land Rover as having an acceleration of 55 rather than its actual 45. So not only is it slower acceleration, but it also has slower speed than the Touareg. It still has a better top speed, or no, not top speed. It has better braking than the Touareg, but whether that really matters in the long run, it could go, half of one way or half of the other way. But the Land Rover is also $25,000 cheaper than the Volkswagen. And so if you're looking to save money, or you kind of spent your money on something else, then you may not want to go for the Volkswagen, because you'd have to just do a bunch of stuff just to make a bit of money. Anyway, so we are still going to use our Land Rover because we have it. And we couldn't even afford it right now. We have $81,000, $600, and so we wouldn't be able to afford to buy the Volkswagen. But what's the point of buying the Volkswagen when we already have a decent vehicle? As we saw in the B4, regular B4 championship, the Land Rover is definitely a competitive vehicle, so there's no reason to get rid of it just because its stats are slightly weaker and it's not as good as we actually thought it was. So with that said, what we want to do is we can finish the B4, get that secured, get that finished and good to go, or we can go and buy us an A7, and also if we want, we can also buy an A6 vehicle, because we do have a second house with a second, what's it called? Yes, 2 more garage slots. That's right. So in order for us to buy a couple more vehicles, we are going to have to look at what vehicles are available to us. Well, and we can jump over to spots for vehicles. In the A6 class, there are only 3 choices. There are 2 Alfa Romeos, and those can most likely be found at, right here. There's the 2 Alfa Romeos here. They're both A7. There is the Mito Quadrifogli Verde and the Brera Italia Independent. I'll just say right now that the Brera has more acceleration, a faster top speed, and the same braking as the Mito. And so generally, for the most part, it's going to be a better... We're always going to want to choose the Brera. Unfortunately, the Brera, for the improvement in the speed and the stats overall, it's going to cost us $45,000 compared to the $28,000 for the Mito. But money really isn't much of a concern to us because we race to make money, and that's why we're doing this. So we might as well spend the money to have that better shot at winning. Now the alternative to the Alfa Romeos is the, if we go back to the map, is the, what was it? The Volkswagen Golf 6 GTI. It is most likely bought at European cars, and yep, there it is. By comparison, the Volkswagen Golf has just a slightly lower acceleration. It's at 6.9, 0 to 60 compared to 6.8 for the Brera. Its acceleration, or no, top speed is 2 points lower than the Brera. If I'm reading this right, no, it's 3 points lower than the Brera. And the Golf actually has a whole lot worse braking. So the Golf in general is a generally weaker vehicle. It's very close in acceleration and speed to the Brera, and also the Golf is the lowest end price car in the game, or in that class, at $25,000. So you can spend an extra $20,000 to go with the Alfa Brera, and that is what we are going to do. We are going to... Can we go here? Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we can go here. We can also see what Jude at the used car dealer has. Oh, he is selling an Alfa Romeo Brera. Yes, indeed. And let's check it out. Let's see what he got. We can also see what that Hummer is. Alright, so let's just make our slow walk. So the Hummer, as you can see, 25 acceleration, 35 speed, 46 braking. Compared to what we were driving, the Land Rover has 45 acceleration, 35 speed, and 60 acceleration. So the Hummer is actually as fast at the top end, max acceleration, as the Land Rover. So, you know, it's competitive, but it actually sucks with the acceleration. It's half as... It drags 9.7, 0 to 60 compared to, 7.6. And it costs about half as much as the Land Rover. But as you can see, this one has been upgraded. It has 46 braking. As you can see in the top right corner, the 1 with the 4 ticks, that indicates the level it is for upgrades. There's a Lotus Esprit. And we got the Alfa Romeo. Now, it has not been upgraded at all, but we just want to check its stats anyway. 53 acceleration, yep. 45 speed, yep. And 50... Oh, and for the braking, it looks like this Alfa Romeo does indeed have an upgrade already in it for the braking. Its braking right now is 59, so it probably has a level 1 braking kit, which is good because it has slightly better braking compared to if we bought it regular priced. And in this case, we would only be paying $41,400 compared to $45,000 if we bought it at the dealer. So this, I was already planning to go with the Romeo Brera, and seeing that I can get cheaper and I've already got the braking upgraded, yeah, it definitely is one that I'm gonna get into. Unfortunately, we can't, do change the colors and all that. So we're stuck with the colors and the details of the car as is. We can't customize it unless we actually want to pay extra to go to a chop shop or upgrade place. But we are going to buy it because we have the money. I'm definitely going to have fun. So now we have an A7 car. And I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Oh, we got another 175 collection points. We are most likely level 2 now in collection. And we are now level 5, but we are still inglorious. Ron Aldo 99. Bist du ein Hacker? C2A 4M98. Yes, he is. What language is that? Bist du ein Hacker? I should check that out. Ron Aldo 99. Money? Money? Well, I guess they can't hear me, but anyway. Yeah, if you press the T on the keyboard at any time, you can jump into the chat and you can type a message. And I don't know how it works exactly, if it gets broadcast to everyone or if you have to be within a certain distance of other people. And I don't really know any of the details about, if you can only chat with certain people or just people on your friends list, which would be nice, rather than, just broadcasting random messages to everyone. Anyway, I have a level up, next level in 200 points, so that's looking good. So now, what are we going to do? Well, we got us an A7 vehicle. We have $40,000 left. And we can also look to see, do we want to also buy an A6 vehicle as well? Well, we can take a look at what's available. In the A6 class, there are 5 vehicles available. There are 2 Audis, 1 Chevy, 1 Nissan, and a Subaru. The Audis are the TTS Coupe and the S3. The Chevy is a Camaro 1LT. The Nissan is a 370Z. The Subaru is an Impreza WRX STI. And looking at the stats, when it comes to acceleration, the Camaro is on the low end with a rating of 62 compared to 69 for the TTS Coupe for the Audi. And pretty much everything is within that amount. Alright, so I just wanted to check to see if I was broadcasting. I don't think I am. I don't think anyone can actually hear me in-game when I'm doing my commentary. But I did see someone's microphone, or I did hear someone's microphone as you heard that static. Went into the menu and I actually turned the volume down for the voice IP. So we're most likely not going to hear that again. Hopefully, I don't know, people don't randomly hear my random commentary as I'm playing through and like, who the fuck is that? Like, anyway, enough of that. What we want to do is get back on track for the A6 cars, which one we want to choose. And now, when it comes to the A6 cars, so we looked at the acceleration, and it's fairly tight. Like, you have a difference of 7 points, which, in the grand scheme of things, that works out to, a 0 to 60 of between 4.9 seconds and 5.9 seconds. That's what 7 points difference makes with that. So, if you're really looking for a vehicle, or rather, actually no. What am I saying? Anyway, the 4.9 seconds, that's actually for the Mercedes-Benz in the A5 class. No, in fact, the difference between 7 points in game is about 1/10 of a second, so 5.2 at the low end versus a 5.9 0 to 60. So, 7/10 of a second faster on the snap. Anyway, we also have the not the acceleration. We have the top speed. They're all rated. All the A6 cars, the two Audis are rated at 45. The Camaro is rated at 45. The Nissan 370Z is rated at 45. And the Subaru is rated as a 46. That's right. All the A5 car or A6 cars have around a 250 to 255. I'm assuming kilometer per hour maximum top speed. And so it really ultimately doesn't matter. They're all fairly closely matched, you know. But then there's also the matter of braking. Between the various cars, the Impreza, I have to admit, 75 braking compared to something like the Nissan 370Z with its 50 braking. And then, you know, like the two Audis have the S3 has a 52 rating for braking, 63 for the Audi TTS. The Subaru, I'll admit, can be tough to handle, and I've driven it, and I'll just say that one of the drivers who will probably be your most difficult challenge also drives the Subaru. You have to be pretty good with the A6, but enough of that. So what we are probably going to do is see if we can pick up a Subaru Impreza WRX STI. It is worth about $35,000 and found at the Asian dealership. And the same can be said for the Nissan 370Z. So let's see if we have the Asian dealership open and available to us. Or are we going to have to actually look for it? Because that may be indeed what we're going to have to do. And I don't see it here. British Cars. Yeah, there's US Cars North. There's the road bikes. It does not look like we have actually found it on the map, but I believe it may be up here, although don't quote me on that. It could also be down here somewhere, and it could even be in here. So with that said, since we can't really jump to it right now, we are not going to bother looking at the A6 class. We are just going to get into the A7. And I believe the first A7 challenge is right down here in Ibiza City. And it is just off the road. It is just off the road from... No, we're not going to remove target. We can't jump there because the road's locked. And we can look to see what it has. We have 1 time trial, 3 races, a speed challenge like in the C4, and a speed trap like we had done with the C4 High. Alright, so in order to get there, we are going to have to find a road that's been unlocked. And so we may have to either jump there or jump here and then drive around like this. We could also jump over it here. And this looks like a good place to get ourselves going. So we are going to jump there, and we are going to take a little trip over to the A7 to see what it's all about.
It's Miami. You got lucky in the last championship, and now I bet you think you're special. Well, how about a small challenge between the two of us? I'll put my car at stake.
Well, first of all, yes, I am special. I kicked your butt in the C4 High. But tell you what, not right now. I'm not interested in racing you, because if I do kick your ass, what's going to happen is your car is going to be put into my garage, and that's going to fill my second garage up. I'm not going to be able to buy another car, so I'm going to wait until I bought a 4th car. I'll race you, I'll kick your butt, and your car will actually be put in the used car dealer, and I can pick it up at any time. Right now is not the time, so no thanks. Maybe later. Unfortunately, what's going to happen is periodically she's going to call back and say, hey, I want to kick your butt. I want to race you. And so we're going to get that phone call over and over again, keep getting annoyed. But enough of that for now. Ooh. Yes, that's right. We are in our Alfa Romeo. Look at that thing. Shadow gray. Let's jump. Jude?
Hi, it's Jude. Sometimes you'll find wrecked cars hidden on the island. If you find all the wrecks in an area, I'll be able to make a bonus car for you. So go explore the island and find some more.
Really? So are you trying to tell me that there's one nearby that I can pick up? Or are you just telling me that they are available? Ooh, well, alright. Let's just jump back into the car view and drive over to the A7 challenge. Ooh.
Your destination is 1 mile away. Turn left.
Turn left. Oh. The only thing I don't like about this car is having a hard time putting the power into the asphalt. Oh, real estate agent discovered.
This is a real estate agency where you can buy and sell property.
Yeah. Once this car gets going, it is pretty good, although...
Your destination
Whoa!
is half a mile
Uh-oh.
away.
No! Huh. Yeah. You'll find this a lot with some of the cars where they don't really catch the gear, and you end up just like stalling out pretty much. Well, not really stalling out. We are here.
We don't have all day. Tess, are you ready?
Always.
Perfect.
Hello, everyone. It's D-Day for Solar Crown. Things will start to get serious with this, the first asphalt championship. Forget the off-road and classic competitions. Today's challenge is all about performance and performance cars. And I hate to break it to the other racers, but this is my event. I hope you like the look of my taillights.
Oh, you are so, yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode. Yeah, we didn't get much going, although we did take an in-depth look at the various cars available in the A6 and A7 challenge, so that's at least a good thing. Stay tuned. I'll have the next episode coming up and looking to get these episodes rolling. I did have a little gap there where, unfortunately, because I was sick, I ran out of episodes that I could post. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I rarely get sick. And anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this. Come back for another one, and also definitely check out if you might be interested in the Prison Architect and Factorio videos. I also am going to get started on City Skylines, which I have wanted to for the last 2 weeks. Unfortunately, various things have come up where it just hasn't been a priority, and I've also been wanting to let that hype for that game die down a bit, just so that I wasn't trying to push my content through when there's all this other ton of content, all the existing YouTubers and all that other stuff. Hopefully my content can get noticed, but if not, well, thumbs the brakes. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you later. Have a good day.